Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 Sunday Night Football postgame show. Uh, well, it was a close one, but it was Josh Allen walked toward the thousands of Bills fans who made their way to South Florida for the weekend, waving his arms as they with showered him with postgame cheers. Excuse me, it felt like home, and that's what we're surging. Uh, And that's what we're searching. Buffalo will be uh, next weekend. The Bills are the AFC East champions for the fourth straight season and the number two seed in the AFC playoffs. But what a resilient group, said Allen, who threw a go-ahead touchdown pass to Dawson Knox midway through the fourth quarter to rally Buffalo past the Miami Dolphins 21-14 Sunday night. So proud of our guys, Allen continued. They battled their tails off the final couple of drives, and I felt we found our groove on the offensive side of the ball. The ball was coming out of my hands the best all year. Uh, Allen made things difficult with three turnovers in Miami territory, but he finished with 359 yards and two touchdown passes for the Bills, who didn't clinch a playoff spot, who did not clinch one. Uh, who did he finished for the Bills, who didn't clinch a playoff berth until Tennessee beat Jacksonville earlier Sunday. Excuse me. And and 9. And the Bills and Bills will host the seventh seeded Pittsburgh Steelers in the wild card round next Sunday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the Bills were 5-5 in mid-November and faced long odds just to make the playoffs. They fired offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey after a Week 10 collapse against Denver. From there, they won 6 of 7, including 5 straight, to close out the season. Miami, which made the playoffs with its Week 16 win over Dallas, fell to the 6th seed and will play the AFC West champion Kansas City on Saturday night. We're going to have to come in tomorrow. We're going to have to watch the film, see things we can get corrected, and then move on. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa said, "It's a short week. We know that, and it's not going to be a tough road. It's going to be a tough road game for us." The Bills dominated time of possession and outgained Miami by nearly 200 yards, but offensive miscues in the first half stalled their momentum. Buffalo trailed 14-7 before Deontay Hardy, returned to punt 96 yards for a touchdown early in the fourth quarter. "I blocked out," Hardy said. Afterward, "I can't tell you what happened. I just seen a crease and I hit it. The next thing you know, I was free." Buffalo then forced a 3-and-out, and Allen directed an 8-play, 74-yard drive capped by uh, uh, and Allen directed an 8-play, as I said, 74-yard drive capped by his 5-yard pass to Knox with 7:16 left. "Give all the glory to the Lord," said Knox, whose late brother Luke played football at Florida International University, less than 30 miles from Hard Rock Stadium. "I'm just thankful that my number was called, but I think anyone in here, when their number was called, they stepped up tonight." Miami had one last chance, but Taylor Rapp intercepted Tagovailoa's pass on and intended for Chase Claypool with 1:13 left. Allen finished with 30 of 38 and was intercepted on back-to-back drives to open the game. He squandered another scoring chance when he completed a pass to Ty Johnson short of the goal line at the end of the first half, allowing time to expire. And another promising Buffalo drive in the third quarter ended when Allen was strip sacked by Christian Wilkins. Tagovailoa finished with 17 of 27 for 173 yards with 2 interceptions. He had a 3-yard touchdown to Tyreek Hill in the second quarter and finished with an NFL best 4,624 yards passing. Rookie running back Devontae Haynes Shipley 25-yard score in the second quarter put Miami ahead 7-0. He finished with 7 catches for 82 yards, bringing his league-leading total to 1,799. He celebrated his 13th touchdown of the season with a backflip in the end zone 4 days after firefighters put out a blaze at his South Florida home. Both teams were sloppy early. Buffalo safety Christian Benford undercut Tagovailoa's pass intended for a Hill to end Miami's opening drive. Then Dolphins quarterback Eli Apple intercepted Allen in the end zone on Buffalo's first possession to halt a 12-play, 79-yard drive. Allen had entered the game as one of the league's most turnover-prone quarterbacks with 14 interceptions, and he had another one on Buffalo's second drive on the fourth down. Heave across his body. Dolphins safety Deshaun Elliott came down with it. But Miami's offense fizzled as Buffalo forced 4 punts and a turnover down the stretch. The Dolphins closed the season with 2 straight losses and now will face the Chiefs, a Chiefs team that has beaten them 21-14 in Germany in Week 9. It's a team game. Dolphins cornerback Jalen Ramsey said, if the other side is struggling, we have to do even more to help them get in position to make plays. We have to find a way to play complementary ball. Now, there were some injuries. Buffalo wide receiver Gabe Davis left in the second quarter with what appeared to be a non-contact left injury and did not return. Linebacker Tyrell Dodson left with a shoulder injury, and cornerback Rasul Douglas had a knee injury. He left in the second quarter. Running back Ty Johnson did not return after halftime because of a concussion. And for the Dolphins, their injuries, Elliott pulled his cap in pregame warm-ups. He played through it. Linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel left with a foot injury in the third quarter and did not return. Linebacker Cameron Goody was carted off the field with a leg injury early in the fourth quarter. But I got to give the game balls to the Buffalo Bills, and Miami just fizzled in that fourth quarter, and they just were not able to get back into it. I am sorry, and they just were not able to get over the hurdle and get the win, Miami. So, but in the passing, receiving and 30 of 38 carries and attempts, 259 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and rushing. This is regular passing. This is rushing. Josh Allen, 67 yards, 15 attempts, and Ka- Kayali Shaker, six receptions, 105 yards. So Buffalo gets the game balls, and I went 8-8 on my picks. I lost. My brother-in-law went 9-7. He won. We both took Miami and lost, but he won. So now we will move on to the wild card games that we have coming up this weekend. Saturday at 4:30, the Browns, our Cleveland Browns, will be in Houston to take on the Texans, and I think we'll get the win in that one at 4:30. And in prime time, 8 o'clock, the Miami Dolphins, as I mentioned, host the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. On Sunday, the Pittsburgh Steelers are at Highmark Stadium of Buffalo to take on the Bills in that wild card game. The Green Bay Packers are at AT&T Stadium in Big D to take on the Cowboys. The LA Rams are at Ford Field in Detroit to take on the Lions. And the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday night, a Monday night football game, a wild card game on Monday Night Football. The Philadelphia Eagles are at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay to take on Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Bucks. The winner moves on to the divisional round of the playoffs, and team that loses the offseason will await them. They will be eliminated. So I think the Browns will get the win over Houston because C.J. Stroud is a rookie quarterback. So we will see. Uh, well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Sunday Night Football postgame show. I'll be back with one of my regular podcasts or the Wild Card podcast this weekend on Saturday and Sunday and Monday. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.